Hey you guys, I want to get on here actually basically chop it up or leave it open to discussion or however anybody in the comments wants to do. But yeah, I'm glad that everybody actually participated in my actual live stream this morning. I thank you guys so much for the love. I also want to give a shout out to Philly Phil. She sent me some actual not only traffic, but good traffic, nothing but good vibes. Shouts out to Philly Phil. Thank you so much, Diva. And I can't wait to see the Scorpion challenge. But yeah, guys, I'm to the point now where I guess we will lead a topic up about I'm gonna say sneaky link. But yeah, I'm to the point now where I was scrolling or however, but it's nothing not a really a secret or anything or announcement, but I thought I'd just give a shout out. King South has an actual song out called Sneaky Link. Hope you guys go there to his page. Go King South, scroll down, but you probably ain't got to do a whole lot of scrolling and type in Sneaky Link. Thank me later. The song is everything. It's giving. I love it. I also like the fact that King South actually teamed up with Jeter Jones. I don't know if a lot of people are familiar with Jeter Jones, but he's a artist as well. I like his music as well, but I like the fact that they teamed up and did that particular single. And I'm to the point that I'm here for it. Type in same thing, King South featuring Jeter Jones. Thank me later again. But yeah, I pretty much like music, certain type of music I like, but those two artists I like. But my most favorite artist is Tucker. Now my go-to when I'm to the point where I want to do my playlist, I gotta make sure I got my Tucker in there. I got my audio, my Jeter Jones, my King South, and I also have another artist that I really, really like, and that's Megan Thee Stallion. But yeah, I'm trying to get my playlist together now. And also, I love me some New Edition. I think it's like day one. They're supposed to be at Fernway Park. Oh, so I hate the fact that I'm not able to go. I didn't. It was to the point where they actually are performing, and I was wishing I could be there because I love me some New Edition. If that makes sense. I'm pretty sure I'm not alone. But y'all love me some New Edition. But yeah, I was looking at something about New York. If we can move along. I don't know if it's New Yorkers to the point where they're actually about to go back to lockdown, but I'm gonna start doing my research and go a little deeper. But yeah, I also just gained a YouTube friend that actually is excuse me that resides there. She goes by the name of 12 Veils. If you want somebody to look at that actually has vlogs, they got basic just good quality content, check out 12 Veils. It's TWELVE Veils, VEILS. You will not be disappointed. Shouts out to 12 Veils. But yeah, I to the point where I was trying to figure out whether or not they were going back to lockdown or they just having precautions for them. I don't know, but I'm hoping everybody nothing but blessings in New York. Hoping everybody's staying safe and they're basically washing their hands and the whole nine and staying out of the way. But yeah, everybody keep talking about a sneaky link. I'm like, because I had asked my daughter. That's how I knew I was out the loop. She was like, huh? I was like, Brianna, what is a sneaky link? She said, Mama, that's somebody you be with and you don't nobody else know about it. Basically a booty call. I said, oh. I said, okay. But yeah, I don't think personally that it's anything wrong with a sneaky link. I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of time it's to the point where you maybe might want to not be ready for a relationship right then. You might want somebody that you know can kick it with or however. But it's not to the point that sometimes that thing can't go wrong. You know, it is what it is, but you got to be to the point where you got to be not only grown for this, I think, in my opinion, allegedly, but you got to also be ready in case that thing don't work out. If that makes sense. Meaning like that sneaking link, they're like they snuck right on you. They could sneak right off of you and go to somebody else. And you got to be to the point where you're ready for that because you never know what their intentions are. If they're there to be with you, just to be just a sneaker link, or they there to maybe a sneaker link and may turn to a main, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm to the point where I'm feeling more and more like I want to go back into the gym. I'm pretty sure it's not a bad thing, but I do a lot of walking or whatever. So it's not like I'm not getting exercise, but I'm to the point now I want to get in there and get more fit as far as my stomach area and also my thighs. I think I'm gonna be joining the membership next week. Most importantly, I know I will. I'm the type of person I procrastinate when it comes to that. So that to keep me from having to procrastinate, I already signed up for the membership. So the girl has already signed up for the membership. Hopefully, I'll drop those 50 pounds that I want to lose. Not saying I have to, because according to the doctor, I'm fine as far as my weight, but I'm doing this for personal reasons. Also, I was wanting to jump out there and do something out of the box, and that's become vegan. Now I've been to the point where I've been, going about it with this thing, and I'm the type of person when I do something, I don't want to do it half, what, if that makes sense. Now I'm thinking that I want to try it for a minute, see how it goes, but I don't know if I can, be to the point where I can be totally committed. Because for one thing, I love seafood, but I think I'm gonna try it. If I don't do but try it for maybe a month, two tops. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's to the point where it not only will be a lifestyle change, but most importantly, it will be to the point where I can get some new food ideas in there and new tastes. You know, because my palate is to the point now where it's just boring. It needs to be lifted up, if that makes sense, because it's to the point where I do a lot of cooking, but I'm to the point I be wanting new stuff to eat, new meal ideas, things like that, if that makes sense. Now I'm to the point in the morning I'm gonna be going to Costco. Oh, wish your girl luck, because baby, once I get in that Costco, it's over with. You feel me? I'll be to the point where I be like, vegan who? But yeah, I love me some Sam's, but I think I love Costco more. So I'm going to Costco tomorrow. My son is going with me, and we're to the point we're gonna finish up his school shopping. Now, not to the point he needs anything, but I'm to the point where if he sees something I like, maybe some shoes or something, because I'm be going where I am. There's an Old Navy that's right, like walking distance from the Costco. So that's where we're gonna go, and I'm gonna pick him up some things, which I know I am. Because every time I go in Old Navy, I pick up some good stuff. That's why I find a lot of his little tennis shoes and things like that that I actually, get for him or however. But not his school sneakers, but just school sneakers for maybe outside of school, if that makes sense. But I love me some Old Navy. I love Children's Place, and my favorite place is the Gap. I was really really sad, but this happened around COVID. Somewhere in that window, they closed the Gap down here where we are, because we have down here where I'm from. I don't know a lot of people familiar with it. It's called East Chase, and that's where actually it's the Costco is in my town. But yeah, I'm gonna hit that Costco up, and I'm hitting that Old Navy. I'm thinking for lunch I'm gonna try some Jersey Mike's. I tried it once, and I think I need to do it again because I'm thinking there's a new sandwich that I want to try. I've already been on the actual website, and I decided what I'm gonna try. Now I'm trying to see if my son will eat some because he's really really finicky. But if he doesn't want that, I'll probably get him some Chick-fil-A, because you never can go wrong with Chick-fil-A. And then that excuse, then that will most importantly give your girl the chance to get her main friend, if that makes sense. Because see, I got to put this friend in the seatbelt. A lot of people don't know about this or however, but I'm in a group now. I know I'm not the only one, and I know I'm not the only one that's listening. I have a strange addiction, and that's the ice. I love me some ice, but I like a certain texture of ice. And every ice I get, I ain't that I to the point where I like it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, maybe a lot of people out there can agree on that, because it's a lot of people that like ice. But I was wishing and hoping that I can maybe go something where I might be to the point where I might have to go as far as Texas, but I need to try me some of that Bahama Bucks. Put it down in the comments if maybe you guys have actually been to Bahama Bucks. You know anybody has ever been. Tell me how it is. Now, I follow someone in the ice group, She has a YouTube page as well, but they eat the snowballs. Now the snowballs, every time they get to eating them, makes my mouth water. But I'm thinking when I do get a chance to go, I'm gonna get that fluff in the cooler. That's what I'm gonna get. But yeah, you guys. Also, I don't know if everybody caught the actual verses. You know, I'm Dipset for life, but the locks actually did good as well. But you know, I've been always been Dipset. I love me some Jim Jones. I like all of them. I like Cameron. I like the whole nine. Now, fast forward, Jim Jones. You know, I ain't gonna say he did his best, but he daggone sure didn't do his worst. I love me some Dipset. Pure poo. Now, people that are true New Yorkers, they were to the point in the verses that they were repping New York, you know, hard. You know, I don't understand that because I'm not a New Yorker. I guess it's a New York thing, as they say, but it is what it is. I think the verses was very, very good. Now, it wasn't as good to me as the verses before that, and that's actually the Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown verses. When I tell you, I still be replaying that verses now. Whew, baby, they was cutting up on that stage. Do you hear me? Bobby Brown was coming with it, and so was Keith Sweat. Now, in my opinion, it was a tie. Now, everybody else might say, you know, different, but in my opinion, both of them was a tie. Now they're saying that I forgot who it is. They say gonna be next, but give me time before I leave this actual live stream. I'll tell you guys exactly who is supposedly supposed to be doing the verses next. But this particular person, I was here for it because I had already was hoping they would do the verses, but now like it might happen. I'm praying that it does. But the verses has been giving. I'm gonna tell you another verses that I actually really, really love, and that was actually by now it was Soldier Boy and Bow Wow. Now, if you caught that particular verses, then put twos in the comments. That way I know that you remember that verses. See, a lot of people were here for that. I was definitely here for that one. But in my opinion, now a lot of people might get me for this. I think Soldier Boy took it. Now, you know, it is what it is. Now, I love when Soldier Boy kept saying, "Stop playing with me, boy," in my Draco voice. Man, I lost it every time. And he was like, "Man, why you keep playing that song?" He said, "Every time you say something about it, I'm gonna play it again. What you mad?" But anyway, the guys did pretty good, and most importantly, to the point where they were able to chop it up with Master P's son. I thought that was so sweet that they were actually able to make amends. Uh Shouts out to those young gentlemen. Now, people to the point where they're saying allegedly that Boosie is like everybody be saying, but my thing is leave Boosie alone. Boosie can't do no wrong in my eye. Cause Boosie be saying a lot of things out loud. Everybody else will either be thinking or scared to say. A lot of time a combination of. Now I'm not saying everything that he say be right, but you be like, okay, yeah, well I was thinking, but now I ain't gotta say it. You just slide me up on your cover or however. You know, oh Boosie finna come for him. But yeah, they was like boosted to the point he went on a rant allegedly. Now I don't know if his IG page is up. I caught myself looking. I did not see it, so I'm not confirming yeah or not or no on that. But I like Boosie, and most important, I like that water. I don't know. A lot of people have tried Boosie's alkaline water. It's good. Get you a case of it and thank me later. But yeah, Boosie, to the point he's still doing what he do. Boosie gonna speak his mind now. That ain't something you gonna stop him from doing. He gonna, you know, it is what it is. You either hate it or love it. But I'm a true Boosie fan too now. I ain't gonna say a die-hard Boosie fan, but I like Boosie. I like his music. We're gonna move forward to actual my next fan. Now I'm waiting for him to do the verses. Now they already did it. Oops. I remember he already did it. That's Mr. Lemon Pepper Wings, Mr. Gucci Man. Boy, when I tell you him and the person that he did the verses with, that was Liddy too. But yeah, let me get out the verses. We're gonna twist this thing and go another direction. I also want to ask a question to the people, because it was asking my actual Facebook. You know, they put up this little picture. I was gonna use it in my thumbnail, but I didn't want to, get to the point where nobody, step on no toes by putting it up there. Uh it ain't got to all be ladies; it could be men as well. How many people in the comments have actually not only seen a female condom but have actually used one, and also know how to use it correctly? The reason why I'm asking is because I want to let you guys know that at 12 noon, I will be bringing on a guest. Her name is Lady Bird. That's what she goes by on Facebook. Now, the thing about this lady is that in my eyes, she's a queen because she's been out here advocating and she's been doing the most. She's been promoting on her page. She just been, doing the most, doing nothing but queen stuff in my eyes. Because she's doing one thing, she's not only keeping the community aware, but she's pushing to the community to go and get tested, and that's tested for HIV. Now, I'm not gonna go too much into detail about it, but just know that this queen has a story to tell, and if you want to hear it or if you haven't already heard it, please tune in at 12. I will be live streaming with Lady Bird at 12 tomorrow. But now that I got that out the way, I'm trying to think about. Oh yeah, everybody's still talking about the baby, but I'm to the point where I'm at like I ain't want see it because I'm tired of talking about the baby. Leave the baby alone. I said it again. Leave the baby alone. I'm just kidding. Ah, man, the baby had me cringing. Allegedly, I was like, no, 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 the baby, no, don't do that. But anyway, I'm trying to see if I can maybe look it up. But I know I am gonna do my playlist because I got to see what Megan just dropped. If she got something new. Now, the last one was that I checked out. That I know a lot of people checked out is Crybaby. Then she got the thought, you know what, SHT, whatever. Those two things are killing it as far as I'm concerned. But my all-time favorite song from Megan Thee Stallion is Hot Girl Summer. Okay, capiche? Also, I'm to the point now. I also like with some twerking later by the City Girls. I like that too. I love that. Also, I'll tell you another one that you need to check out, and that's Bundles by Kayla Nicole. Now, a lot of people might not be familiar with Kayla, but if you ain't, you must have been up on a rock. Kayla has a YouTube channel. It's called Nicole TV. You won't be disappointed. But it's a funny story about Nicole. I have been following her for the longest time, but I go back to reference to my daughter. My daughter's like, Mom, you ain't know she from Alabama? And I said, What? She said, Yeah, she from Alabama, Mama. She graduated from Lanier. I said, Oh, okay. But yeah, follow that young lady's channel. She's very talented. I'm gonna tell you a video of hers that I like, and it's still trending. And that's when she got in the live with Boosie, and he was telling her what to do and everything he asked her to do. She did it. Man, I thought that was so freaking hilarious. And it's the fact that she kept looking into the camera with a straight face. Man, I was dying. But yeah, Nicole is very, very not. Yeah, Nicole. I guess I can call her that. That's a mixture of her nickname or whatever that be. But anyway, Nicole is a new mom. I was on there and I was looking at her last video where she actually was titled where she was basically fighting with her son. That was so cute. You can look at her on there and it just melts my heart how genuine and how much she loves that particular baby boy. Shouts out to Kayla Nicole. Also, we're gonna move along allegedly to the Taylor girls. Now, I have to commend them if nobody else will. I've been following them. If anybody knows, they also have a YouTube page. But the thing that stood out about me was not even the fact that they got a lot of hits, because they got a lot of hits now. If you ain't into that Taylor girls, then you sleeping. They actually quote unquote, I'm not gonna say retired, but to the point where they, yeah, pretty much retired their mom, and it had me to the point where I had to use a lot of tissue. Believe me, a lot of tissue. But yeah, I'm to the point now. I'm wishing that I was could get my hands on some of that tab spice. Man, it's hard to get that stuff in the store. But I'm gonna get back on Amazon and see if I can get some of Tab. And when I say Tab, and if you don't know who Tab is, what is you doing? Tabitha Brown, her actual seasoning. Okay, I need to get some of that ASAP. on my bucket list. I also ordered my scorpion sauce, and I also was to the point I had to order something else for my son. So I'm hoping it will be here no later than Friday of next week. Okay. But yeah, I also to the point where I had to scroll and I was able to check up moon vibes and make sure I get it right. But anyway, another person that you shouldn't sleep on, that's Kales. She's another good content creator on YouTube, Sofa Time with Kales. Check her channel out. Thank me later. She has a second channel called Moon Vibes and Chill. We to the point where we actually did a actual, I ain't gonna say session, but actually I was in a live of hers and I got my life. It's basically about a sneaky link and an actual story time. Go check that second channel out. You will not be disappointed. Yes. Okay. Now we got music out of the way. Let's talk about movies. How many guys had actually watched or either went to see Space Jam? I personally was feeling it. I took my son. He enjoyed it. Normally, he talks me the death whenever we do stuff. This particular time, I had to keep nudging him to make sure he wasn't asleep. But one day, he wasn't asleep. He just was looking dead at that particular screen. He loved that movie. I'm to the point where I'm glad that he was thoroughly entertained and he enjoyed himself. We had a little day, just mom and son. We did that. We went out to dinner or whatever. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I really, really did. Also to the point where I actually enjoyed my dinner because we were out at East Chase again. Like I said, we always at East Chase. We ate dinner at a place called Walk Down. Now, if you're ever in my state, please visit Walk Down. Now, if you know, they have some great food. But yeah, I'm trying to get over there and get me some of that ice too, because they got the good ice over there too. I'm trying to hit Chick-fil-A. I'm trying to hit that new gas station because I like that nugget ice. Yeah, I'm gonna order me 2 bags when I go to Chick-fil-A and get my son some lunch. Getting 2 bags. They was like, "What you need 2 bags for?" Hey, one for now and one for later, but I ain't gonna eat it all. Don't trip. Yeah, because I just got me a new blender, so I'm gonna make me some snow. Now, the only person can relate to that is people that actually eat ice. Yeah, I like my snow. I like fluff, but I like snow the best. You can't beat the texture of snow. Yeah, I get a chance to try my new baby out, and that's my blender. But I'm gonna go back and get me the good ice, and that's the actual Chick-fil-A ice. Okay, argue with whoever you want to argue with. Don't argue with me. Chick-fil-A is the best, hands down. Sonic, all that. Chick-fil-A ain't no comparison. But yeah, I'm to the point now I'm itching for some reason to go over there and see whether or not Starbucks has a new drink. Starbucks is really, really good as far as having new drinks and things. I love their little refresher drinks because I think the last one I had the dragon fruit in it, and I got my life from that. But I'm not a big coffee drinker, so a lot of times I just get a refresher, or either I get me maybe my son, I get him the fruit with the crackers in there. I get that for him, and maybe I get me a sandwich or something. A lot of times we switch it up. But like I told you, I always take my son to Chick-fil-A, but I be trying to get him to try new things. But he's not really feeling that a lot of times, so I won't, push the issue. But he loves Chick-fil-A. I do too, but I used to work for him, so I'm to the point I'm kind of OD'd on them because a lot of stuff they already putting out, I've already eaten. But it won't hurt to go over there and see what's going on because you can never go wrong with the mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? I can get ice and give me some mac and cheese for later. If that makes sense. But I pretty much know y'all know that it would make sense. But I'm also scrolling these YouTube streets and I'm trying to find me some new ASMR channels to watch. Now, I also like to listen to white noise. And the reason why I do the white noise, because a lot of people might not know, but I also I ain't gonna say suffer because I don't like to say suffer. I have sleep apnea, so I'm to the point where I be needing something to watch if to get me to sleep. If that makes sense. But yeah, everybody's to the point where they're up in arms still about Treese and Ross. I watched both of those ladies. I was, to the point looking out trying to see if Ross was gonna go live. but I gotta check back again. Treats to the point, she goes live a lot, but like I told you guys, she has a Facebook. I'm hoping that Treats will come out with another skit because her last sticks had me dying. If you hadn't seen Latrice Alice skit where she has those boots dangling in the air, check it out. Real comedian Latrice Alice. Follow her on Facebook. Thank me later. But yeah, I to the point where I I'm not gonna say I have to end this live stream, but I'm to the point now where I'm getting sleepy. So I don't want to be to the point where I can't be a productive host. I appreciate everybody actually putting the comments, whether or not they were able to check it out as far as this live is concerned, because I told some people, but maybe they forgot. But I'm gonna also do the live stream at 12. Don't remember now, 12 o'clock. Be on the lookout for my live stream at 12. I'll say it again, 12 o'clock live stream. I have a special guest. Uh, I'm gonna sign off here, and I'm gonna say good night / morning until the next video, guys. Thanks.